Hi, I'm Sèphera Girón, and I'm a writer. I'm a freelance writer. I'm known mostly as a novelist, but I also write short stories. And I have over 25 fiction and nonfiction books traditionally published over the last 20 years or so. The field of publishing and writing has changed quite a bit over the last 5 or 6 years. As most of you know, there's a huge onslaught of self publishing happening. Major publishers have closed down. I myself, once again, I think it's the fifth time now I'm with a publisher who has decided to close down shortly after my book has been released. I actually have three novellas with Sam Hain, or Samhain, however you wish to say it. And so my books are still available for sale through Sam Hain while they restructure. It's not too clear what's happening with them at this point, so I do understand that. Even if people want to buy my books, they might be hesitant to and worrying that the money may not come to me. And quite frankly, I have full confidence that Sam Hain is totally honoring everything they need to do. But in the meantime, I have also, as most authors, I work with more than one publisher. I am working also with Riverdale Avenue Books on my brand new series, Witch Upon a Star, which is which is actually a 12-part series based around witches, a coven of witches, and each month a different witch has a romantic, horror, erotic, occult adventure. And these books are fabulous fun to write, and they are full-length novels. They're all about 50,000 words, and so I'm busy doing that over the next year. But on the other hand, as a writer, we all know writers write, and we write a lot. And most people know that I have been fairly prolific throughout most of my career. The last 5 years or so, I've been rebuilding myself, not necessarily as what I like to write, but in my personal life, I've been rebuilding. I suffered a major financial disaster and some other things. And so I hadn't been as prolific as I could have been during these tumultuous times because I have been rebuilding and restructuring and trying to pull my life together. So I live alone in Toronto and my children are grown, so it's just me in my little one-bedroom apartment a modest rent. As most writers, we do the best we can on what we can afford. And so, in mind of all of this, I still want to keep creating. I do read tarot on the side. I'm a professional tarot reader, and as part of my Patreon gifts, I do want to give to everyone tarot readings. So you'll see in the prizes that I do offer personalized, just for you, tarot readings, along with all the other things you get. Mostly with this Patreon, I want to explore my love for science fiction, for space opera, for Disney movies that I probably shouldn't be naming, but certainly my book will not be like, uh, you know, a Disney product, but certainly I've been very inspired by Star Wars for all my life. I saw the first Star Wars when I was 15 in 1977. I saw it the day it came out, and I saw it 28 times that first year. So I've been a big nerd for years. It's not something I've suddenly come to because I saw The Force Awakens and really enjoy some of the new characters. So what I'm proposing is taking my love of geekery, my love of space and galaxies and princesses and princes and knights and dark sides and light sides and force powers and all that great stuff, and creating my own universe with my own powers, with my own good and evil characters, and create starting with one book, and who knows, if people like it, it may grow into a series. But at any rate, that's the main thing for the Patreon activities that I want to share with you right now. Is I will write one chapter a month. I'll probably write more than that because I'm pretty prolific, but I will offer to you the minimum of one chapter a month of my new space opera romance, which I will be naming as soon as the name comes to me. Also, in the secret files for the Patreon people, I will also do things. Those of you who follow me on Instagram and stuff know that I work with cue cards. I work with lots of notes and lists. So I'll share with you some of those secret notes and lists. Character sketches. I have to build a whole galaxy and all the rules and politics and how these powers work. They're not witches, they're not Jedis, but there's something else, and that involves a new religion and so on. So you'll get to come along with me on the ride to see how I'm creating my new world and my new characters, and get a little peek into how writers write and how this particular writer writes with their cue cards and dolls. And so I'm offering this to anyone who pledges $1 or more. For $1, you can see everything that's happening, and you get the one chapter a month. And I'll probably be playing around with the prizes a bit, so check the prize packs and see what else I may be able to offer over time. I'll probably offer things like horoscopes and PDFs and coupons and so on. So I really am hoping and excited about taking Patreon to a whole new level for me, because I'm not used to Patreon. I know many of you have been very generous with the GoFundMe that I had to do to go to the Stanley Hotel in October, and that was fantastic. That absolutely was worth it, because I went to the Stanley Hotel, and now I'm in an anthology that only people who went to the Stanley Hotel can be in, and my story was accepted. So thank you so much for people who helped me in the past. It does work, and it does happen, and I do keep my word. I said I'd write a story, and I did. So now I'm telling you, at Patreon, I'm going to write a book, and I will. And you can go to my Amazon page and see that, yeah, I've written a couple books. I can get it done. And I love to write, and I love to talk, as you can see. So I really hope some of you come along with me on the Patreon ride over the next year. I'm not too sure how long it'll take me to write this book. I figure between 8 months to a year. All right, so for $1 or more, you too can come along on my new intergalactic romance ride, okay? And so, I'm Sèphera Girón. Thank you very much for helping me out. And I'm looking forward to reading all your feedback and your tweets and sending you horoscopes and all the updates. Okay? So thank you so much, and bye for now.